so much for watching. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm sharing with you my everyday full coverage makeup look. I'm kind of an all or nothing sort of girl when it comes to makeup. I'd rather not have any makeup on at all or do full coverage and a little bit of everything, so I really hope you guys enjoy. I also do get oily, so I show you guys the little tips and tricks that I have to kind of work against that. So thank you for watching and let's get started. So to save time, I did apply a primer already. This is the Sensitive Post-Shave Balm by Nivea. It's actually a men's product, but this is an amazing primer for under makeup, especially if you guys get shiny and oily like I do, then this will help you to stay matte way longer. So that's already on and soaked in. Next, I have a little trick for those of you who get shiny like I do. I'm going to first use a translucent powder. This is the Makeup Forever High Definition Pressed Powder. They also have it in a loose version, but I just prefer the pressed. And I'm just applying this where I get really shiny, so that is just around my nose. And then a little in the center of my forehead and a little on my chin. I'm going to move on to foundation, and I'm starting with the Marc Jacobs Remarkable in 32 Beige Light, and then I'm also using the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte in 102. Sometimes I use 101, but if I'm a little more tan, I like to use 102. And this one is pretty light, this one is pretty dark, so I put this one around the outside of my face, and then I put the Infallible towards the center. And I'm going to use my Real Techniques sponge, slightly damp, and I'm going to blend it in with this guy on the flat side. I'm going to move on to my concealer now. I'm starting with Gotcha Covered by NYX. It looks like this. It's waterproof, full coverage, and it's in the shade Light. I'm going to apply this under my eyes and a little bit around my nose. That's where I tend to get red. I just like to use my fingers. It sort of warms up the product. I feel like it just really blends out amazingly with fingers. A little around my nose, like I said. And then whatever's left over, I just like to put on my eyelids. This way I have a base for eyeshadow, so I can skip that step. I also like to use another concealer. It's by Maybelline. It's called the Instant Age Rewind, and the shade is Brightener Illuminator. I just like to put this in the center of my nose, a little in the center of my forehead, center of my chin. And I'll just put a tiny bit on top of the under eye area. And then I like to use my Real Techniques sponge. I typically just do the same side as foundation and blend it in a little bit with this guy. And then sometimes I like to go back in with my fingers, but for the most part I like to use this for this one. I'm going to go back in with my Makeup Forever HD pressed powder and set everywhere, set under the eye, around my nose, my whole face, just everything. This stuff is really awesome. I use it every single day. It's super finely milled, so I just feel like it has a really natural look to it. Obviously, it is a translucent powder, and I don't feel like I get a white shadow or anything like that, so if you guys haven't tried this out, I definitely recommend it. Next is bronzer, and you guys already know what I'm going to show you. That is Hoola from Benefit. I use this every day. It's just my favorite. Super subtle, but just a little warmth. That's how I think about it, at least. Then whatever's left, I just kind of like stamp on the sides of my nose, around the bottom. Nothing too crazy at all. And then just the top of my forehead. Just a little bit up here. I've always found if you look slightly down when doing bronzer, it's so much easier for you to find the hollows of your cheeks, and then for the forehead, I feel like it's just easier. And lastly, just under my chin, a little under my bottom lip. On the hollows of my cheek, I'm going to apply a baked bronzer by Milani. It has a little bit of shimmer to it. This is so pretty, and this is in 04 Glow. Just apply it right on top of my contour. And then sometimes I will just do a little bit up here, but really, really subtle, just because I do get shiny, so I don't want to put too much shimmer on my face because it only enhances that. Sorry my camera stopped filming, but I just applied Coralista Blush by Benefit and it looks like this. It's a really pretty peachy pink. For eyeshadow, I'm going to use my Stay Put Eye Sticks by Mimi Box. The first one is like a really pretty rose gold pink color. It's called Ducky, and this is going to go all over the lid. And I'm just going to blend that out with my finger. Bring it up a little bit into my crease. I'm going to use the shade Used To on the outer lid and blend it in again just with my finger. I'm going to go back in with Hoola on a big fluffy brush and just put this right into my crease. I'm finally moving on to my eyebrows. You guys were probably wondering, when is she gonna take care of those? So this is the Anastasia Brow Wiz in Soft Brown. And then I like to finish off with their brow gel in Caramel. So my brows are on, and next I'm just doing my eyeliner. I just like a little bit of a wing on the top, nothing too intense, so I'm going to use my L'Oreal 24-Hour Infallible Super Slim Black Liquid Eyeliner. And then for the upper waterline, I like to use a waterproof black liner by Benefit. Next, I'm going to apply my lashes. These are part of the Natural line by Ardell in number 120. I wear these all the time. I really, really like them. So I'm just going to get started with that. While my lashes are drying, I'm going to go ahead and apply my lip gloss. This is the Orgasm Lip Gloss by NARS. Sometimes I do a peachy pink like I am today, sometimes like a true pink, but on an everyday basis, it's almost always a pretty true pink. My last step is just to apply a little mascara, so my natural lashes will blend with the falsies, and I'm going to use my Voluminous Mascara. It's by L'Oreal. So that is everything for this full coverage everyday makeup look. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I make new videos all the time about a bunch of different topics. So thank you again for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!